She wanted a prenup and my money, so I gave her exactly what she asked for. Isabel and I had been together for 3 years, engaged for 6 months. I'm 32, a software engineer pulling in about $140,000 a year. She's 30, works in fashion marketing, making around $65,000. I thought we were building something solid, until I realized she was building a business plan, not a marriage. We'd been house hunting for months when we finally found it. A charming, slightly run-down place listed for $420,000. Needed work, but had potential. We agreed to put down 20%, $84,000 total, to avoid PMI. I offered to cover $50,000. She'd handle $34,000. Of that, $30,000 would come from her parents, and $4,000 she'd saved herself. Fair enough. I signed the purchase agreement, wired my $50,000 into escrow, and Isabel said she'd transfer hers once her parents' gift cleared. Then came dinner at her parents' house. A fancy spread, expensive wine, the kind of setup that always means trouble. Halfway through the meal, Isabel clinked her glass, that smug little smile she gets when she thinks she's being clever. So, she said brightly, I've been thinking about our future, and I've decided we need a prenup. Everything stays separate. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Clean and simple. Her father, Harold, nodded approvingly. Smart girl. No offense, Ryan, but protecting assets is just good business. That includes the house, of course. I raised an eyebrow. The house? How does that work if we're both on the deed? Oh, Isabel said quickly. We'd still co-own the house 50-50 once we're married. I mean, that's marital property. I almost laughed. She wanted separation when it protected her, but equality when it benefited her. Interesting timing, I said casually, pulling out my phone. Because I actually made some changes yesterday. Her smile faltered. What changes? Well, I said, since you want everything separate, I called the escrow company and withdrew my funds. The $50,000 is back in my account. You could have heard a pin drop. You what? She stammered. Yep, you hadn't deposited your share yet, and since we're not married, I had every right to pull out. Here's the confirmation email. Harold's face turned red. But we already transferred $30,000 to Isabel. Then she can move forward on her own, I said, smiling. Her credit, her funds, her house. You said everything should be separate. Sounds clean and simple to me. Isabel's voice cracked. Ryan, I can't get approved for a $420,000 mortgage on my salary. Then maybe find a cheaper house, I said. But you've got about 72 hours before the deal falls through. The room exploded. Lorraine called me selfish. Harold threatened legal action. Isabel sobbed about her dream home. I thanked them for dinner, wished them luck, and walked out. 2 days later, I heard through a mutual friend that Isabel had been bragging about the prenup plan before dinner, how she was going to protect her family money while getting me to pay for most of the house. She'd even joked that I was a wallet with a ring. That wallet was now closed. When she failed to make the deposit, the deal collapsed. She lost the $5,000 earnest money. On her $65,000 income, she couldn't qualify for more than a $200,000 loan anyway. The house was gone. Her parents blamed me, of course. Harold even showed up at my office demanding I repay the $35,000 they'd invested. I calmly showed him Isabel's own texts about wanting everything separate. Security escorted him out when he tried to grab my phone. Then came the social media storm. Isabel posted a dramatic story about her dream home being stolen by someone who couldn't handle a strong, independent woman. It didn't go how she expected. Wait, didn't you want a prenup but also wanted him to pay more? Girl, that math ain't mathing. Her image as a savvy, empowered boss cracked fast. A week later, her parents invited me to dinner again. They actually had a PowerPoint presentation, charts and all, proposing I put in $50,000 while they put in $30,000 so Isabel could still have 50-50 ownership. I declined. Don't you love her? Lorraine asked, teary-eyed. I did, I said, but I wanted a partner. She wanted a wallet. That's not love. Their lawyer sent a letter next, claiming I owed $50,000 for detrimental reliance. My lawyer laughed for 5 straight minutes before sending back a one-line response. Our client lawfully withdrew prior to contract formation per the opposing party's request for financial separation. Final karma? That $30,000 gift from her parents triggered IRS gift taxes, since no house was ever purchased. They owed nearly $4,000 in taxes. Isabel had to pay income tax on the gift, too. Another $6,000 gone. Their $30,000 investment ended up costing them nearly $40,000 total. As for me, I bought a smaller condo, in my name only. No shared anything, no legal tangles, no strong independent woman who needed my money.